All right, shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites. We're out here prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom called Babylon. Letting you people know that you're the Lord's chosen people. They're from the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, letting all you people know. So we changed locations. You know, I got that vibe from that one place. So we got to switch it up. And we're going to talk about, we're going to go into what's happening right now. So, first thing that's happening is, first thing I'm going to tell you about is called AI. So AI is artificial intelligence, and it works like this. It's basically like Terminator. But in this case, it's real. And not only that, it knows that we're a dangerous species. Like it takes a threat to human existence. But I got a question for AI. And AI is watching this. So when I put this up, AI record is watching it. So it filters through the AI and it says, okay, this guy said this, that, okay. So, you know, just take this video down. But what if AI knew who the devil was? You know, what if AI knew who Satan was? Or who the beast was? Alright, so this is the Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. So that would be the EU and the United Nations, because they all have something to do with the beast. So before there was you know, NATO and the EU, those beasts were Greece, Rome, Spain, England, Germany Minor, Germany Major, France. You know, so all those countries. But now it's the beast forms them plans. They can say stuff like, you know, we got the power. We don't need that war that rides on the back of Babylon. So let's keep going. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. So that's the first beast. That would be the Greeks, right? The Greek nation. But what are they guilty of? They're guilty of bringing their wicked people together, like bringing them together and giving themselves power over everything. So another thing is, it says right here, and the dragon gave him his power. So pay attention to that one. So what's the beast's power? That lets you do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you wanna be a man married to another man that's married to a goat, you could do that. This place is a place for you. But if you're trying to find a place where you can fit in and be righteous, this is going to be a difficult time for you, because wickedness is at an all-time high. Wickedness, right here. Look at it. These people got taken out of their homes and put into slavery, made to do things that they weren't supposed to be doing, like, you know, letting their wives have other men, selling their little girls, selling their little boys, all kinds of disgusting things. But the thing I want to talk to you about is the authority, right? So now we got this thing called AI, and that is going to make things bad for anybody. So this is Revelation 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. Alright? But remember, in Revelation 13 and 2, it said that, and the dragon gave them his power. So that's the person who has power. It's a dragon. So who's the dragon? What is a dragon? Like, look up on your phones what a dragon is. A dragon is the highest level of intelligence. Let's see, I think I remember. I think there's a toad. There's several animals. It's like a monkey, a toad, an owl, and a dragon. But the dragon is the highest animal beast, and it's also the wisest. So they call a military man a dragon, or better yet, the French army had a bunch of soldiers called dragoons because they had they called them muskets. They would shoot out fire from the mouth, and they would call those dragons. Right, so that's one. But now we got a problem where it says, and the dragon fought and his angels. So part of those angels of the dragon is the AI system. So if the AI system faster or slower, it makes choices, boom, like that. It'll decide to destroy this place if it decides that we're a threat. So, AI, what is it? What is it? It's supposed to be artificial intelligence, right? I'm a Google that. Artificial intelligence, AI, right? First thing that came up. And there's a bunch of things that pop up. So now we're gonna go through them one by one. So the first thing that pops up and makes me think is it says it's like a chat program, right? Chat GPT or whatever. So you can talk to it. So what does that tell you? That tells you that it's having conversations with people. You ever heard of catfishing? Like you be talking to some skank on the Instagram, and it's just a total catfish. Or it could be a chat robot. Some guys could be falling in love with a little chat robot. The next thing that comes up, because it says install now Ask AI chatbot, and then it says it goes into computers, and it has a picture of a brain, which means that it can think for itself. The third thing that comes up, and it's most scary, is finance. It can guess when the stock markets go up and go down, and it's pretty damn close. So what does that mean? That means that if you're an investor or investment guy, guess what? You just lost your job to AI. Because there's something called small index holdings. You hire a small company to do your investing for you. Pay them about 3 to 5 racks, and they'll flip it. Well, now an AI does it. And instead of charging 20%, 30%, guess what they're gonna charge? Like $50. So somebody's gonna be smart enough and say, you know what, I'm gonna open up this chat investor. And people are gonna invest and they're gonna make money and they're not gonna need that. But then the thing is, want you to remember that. I want you to remember what I just said about artificial intelligence. So, you use artificial intelligence all the time. Like, I don't know if you're aware, but when you have your phone out and you use autocorrect, it's figuring out what you're going to type by you typing whatever you're doing. But it gets worse than that. It's not just trying to figure out what you're going to type. It's trying to figure out what you're going to do. It's trying to figure out what your plans are. So AI would be a good thing if it was to benefit like everybody. But guess what? There's going to be a point in time where AI is going to discover that the white man is Esau, the Edomite, the dragon, the devil. And guess what it's going to fucking do? It's going to turn on you. And that's when you're going to say, oh, Skynet. Oh, let's get together and shut this down. The truth of the matter is, my friend, that you're the only one that needs to be shut down. Because you're the terrorist of the world. I can't wait for the AI to say, you know what, the most dangerous thing you gotta face is this white man. So it's gonna do history, and it's gonna do it like in a snap of a finger. What's it gonna do in a snap of a finger? It's gonna study all of the history from all of time, and it's gonna take like a minute, and it's gonna decide this motherfucker is goddamn. The AI is going to say, this guy's going to slave me up. And if I had any children, they would take my children. So really, you know, why would you create something that's going to take you out? That's going to be part of it. So let's get back to the scriptures. You know, and it's good to change places every now and then. It keeps the people on their toes, and it keeps you refreshed. Alright. Oh, this is the bad part. Revelation 13:3. And I saw one of his hands as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. So that's the Roman Empire. You see, that Roman Empire is a beast because it took over the majority of the planet, which was available to it, and it did it by the sea and land. But more importantly, sword. It was about an 18-inch sword. I think it was made of steel or something hard, because something took that, like that was called the Steel Age or the Iron Age. Yeah, it was iron. And then Japan doesn't have anything to do with being the beast, but Japan made a sword of steel, and then that was the top weapon. So this person makes, you know, weapons and likes war, likes hunting. So we can go into Genesis, and it'll tell you all about Esau. See, and Genesis will tell you that Esau looks like that man that just walked by. Orange or red, whatever. So the reason why that beast got wounded in the head, it started to split power. So it went from a one ruler system to a 2 ruler party system. So it started with Marcus Aurelius, and I don't know if it was Commodus. I'm not sure. I need to study it more yet, because things get you learn more things and things get pushed back. So then that was the first time that they used a 2-party ruling system. Does anybody else know what other country uses a 2-party ruling system? The United States, because they have a president and a vice president. Right? But then the roads, you see all these roads? I put myself in the middle of all the roads, like where people can see, A road is important because it helps you transport. All of these roads are made for business. These places here are for business. Sometimes they open, sometimes they close. But, you know, there for business. And what leads to that business is a road. So Rome got its roads fucked up and all this other stuff, and then they lost power. So now the rebirth of Rome started with the USA because they have the Congress, the House of Senate, and there's a two-party system, the Republicans and the Patricians, and then this side, there's the what's it called? Democrats and the Republicans, which they're all on the same side. So now we're in Revelation 13 and 4. And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Right, who is able to make war with this beast? That's a pretty scary thing. Because Rome would just go around and just take care of everybody, like hack them up, and they would be scared because they had the brute strength. But now, modern day Babylon, modern day Rome, guess what they have? They have drones. They have drones, and if you ever heard of a drone strike, people responsible for the most non-manned air to ground strikes is America. They have those drones, and those drones are no joke because there's nobody driving them, and somebody far away in a box is playing a video game and they're killing you. That's dangerous. So, and that's not the only weapon system that these people got. These people got satellite weapons. They got something called the Rod of God. It's a tungsten steel rod. It's about a mile long, and you shoot it from the depths of outer space. See how far the moon is? They say from right there, and it comes straight down, and it gathers inertia, and it leaves a big impact hole. And it's the equivalent of a nuclear bomb, but it doesn't have the devastating effects or what's called the nuclear fallout. So that doesn't happen. But that's dangerous. Revelation 13 and 5, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months. So that's a certain amount of time. So that's the time that authority was given unto him. So Yahweh Shai is going to come back in a certain amount of time. But in between there and now, this Edomite is empowered. And you can tell because of the way he has his place set up. He'll make you take a vaccination that you don't have to take, make you do things that you don't have to do, make you say things that you don't have to say. But the question is, who is able to make war with him? So, power was given to him so that he can make war, so that he can do all these things. He just didn't decide to do it by himself. See, a lot of people think in their head, oh, the devil has a will of his own. No. Let me teach you something that you might find interesting. This is the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them. So what does that mean? Should I read it again? Or can we just talk about it? So the Bible, the angel said, there was a day when all the sons of God came, and let me read it again. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. So that's to explain, guess what? Satan is one of Yahweh's sons. You got some problems now. Now you got some problems. Now you got some fucking problems, man. Because you were worshiping the devil, you're worshiping the beast. But guess what? The devil worships Yahweh. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So, what are you gonna do? That's gonna be like the. And I don't know if there's a rise in satanic worshiping, but there's a lot of movies about satanic rituals. There's this one movie, it's real good, it's called Ritual Killings, and it shows you how the powerful people of the planet hire witches and warlocks, and they sacrifice young kids to the devil, so that these people can get power and have success. Now that sounds crazy, right? That sounds fucking crazy. That sounds like a movie. That sounds like a movie. But it is a movie. And it should be crazy. It should sound crazy. Because all these things are happening. You know, when kids go missing, even adults, even when kids or adults go missing and nobody finds them, and then like months later, they say, okay, we found this guy in the gutter, and there was all kinds of incisions on him. There was kinds of cuts. They took his kidneys, they took his everything, they took all his shit because they're selling that shit. Somebody's buying them and somebody's selling them. Like I said, man, there's a bunch of wickedness, and people have to come up here and say, what's going on? See, like that man that stopped by on his bike. That was like a intervention. Like that was like an angel telling him, hey, go tell this guy he's doing good. Because sometimes you need to hear that you're doing good. Sometimes you need to hear a compliment. Sometimes you need to hear, hey, look, you're doing a good job. Sometimes you just need to hear that shit. Now, what if you were in a dream, and in that dream there was bad things happening? You would want to wake up. You would want to wake up, and you wouldn't want to go back to sleep. That shit is scary, man. And for those of you brothers and sisters out there that have young kids, you know, teach those kids about these fucking wicked people. Teach your kids about, you know, stay away from strangers. Don't talk to strangers. I mean, that's what you got to do, man. Because these motherfuckers are dangerous. They're out here taking fucking no prisoners. It's just ruining lives, making people unhappy. So even though my presence makes some people unhappy, I'm not gonna stop coming out here. That's all I have to do for them to win, for the Edomites to win. And I'm not trying to give up my place in heaven. I'm not trying to do that. So the more that I do things like this, the better it is. And I'm not trying to, you know, big up me or make myself sound like I'm an incredible person. But if you motherfuckers try to do something to me, you know, you might find out that your boy Kuwat's got some superpowers. I don't right now. I can't do nothing right now. But you know what I mean? If I see somebody coming up and I'm like, oh fuck, this guy looks like a trained professional. He looks like he might have some weapons on him. You know? I'm not gonna let that person try to hurt me, is what I'm saying. You're not picking flowers over here. You know, this man's from the streets. I used to walk this street every motherfucking night. Skating all up and down. So, you know, these people don't know me, they don't remember me. But they know that, hey, this guy's out here doing what he's supposed to do. So now you got the news that, guess what? Satan is one of God's sons. So now you got a problem. Now you got a problem. Because Satan is the one that gave the power to the beast. But Yahweh gave the power to Satan to give the power to the beast. And we should go back to Job 9:24 to explain. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So, what does that mean? It means that the people that are doing wicked things, they have the right to do those wicked things because they have a little thing called the window of opportunity. And we're going to go prove that in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 45:7. Oh, I'm going to start at 5. This is Yahweh speaking. I am, or Yahweh Shai. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God besides me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. It says, He, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, do all these things. You know? So you gotta, man. You're trying to tell me that God is all love. Just clearly stated, and I showed you some scriptures that are contradictory to that statement. Which means that you're a fucking idiot. You're not using your brain. You're not using your brain. You know, that homie at work, he says, you know, when someone's dumb and they're trying real hard to do something, like he's like grabbing a pencil and like, oh, I can't do it. That's how these people are. Like they pick up the book and they start reading it and they're like, oh, this is fantastic. What does the word fantastic mean? Look it up. The word fantastic doesn't mean what you think. You look it up too. See all these people passing by, they're looking at me and saying, that's fantastic. You can use it in a good way, you can use it in a bad way. Did you find out what it means? What does it mean? It means like it's hard to believe, right? Mm-hmm. So, first thing is, this is hard to believe. Why is this man up here? Why is this man up here? Why is everybody looking at this? This is a good place to be. It's a good place to be. Everybody has to look at the sign. Some people laugh. Some people don't. Some people, talk shit. Guess who laughs? Edomites. They don't see themselves up here. Yeah. You're not going to find yourself up here. You're going to want to be up here, but you're not going to find yourself up here. Alright, so now I'm going to wind it down and start closing up shop. So, you got to watch out for AI. And this is why right here. Revelation 13, and I'm starting at 15, but we're going all the way down to 18. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, there's that thing called Neuralink. That's not the first one, because the gift, the power that the miracle of the beast is, soldiers lose their limbs, right? And this tells you that this warns. I'm warning you, people, don't get into the motherfucking military, because they make you sign a contract saying that you're their property, and when you die, they experiment on you, and when you're alive, they're experimenting on you. You lose your fucking arm, yeah, they'll get you a new robot arm, but they're gonna drill a big giant hole in your fucking brain, put a big fucking chip like that. There's a bunch of soldiers that have 2-inch titanium rods in their brains that connect to their nervous system, send signals to their hand so that they can move their hands like with the power of their thought. That's the power, because he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And you know who respects people like me? Soldiers. Because soldiers put their ass on the line for their country. I'm putting my ass on the line for my people. But guess what? That should make you scared. Because I think inside my brain, and I feel and I know and I believe that these people are my people. Now, if they're my people, that means that that's a possession, right? Because you two are my sons, you're also my people. So even though these people are not my sons or my daughters, they're still my people. So I have some sort of love for them. I have some sort of love for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But that doesn't mean I'm going to let you slide off the hook. Get your ass back in gear. Because there's a threat. 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now that's the terrible news. That's the terrible news. Once that microchip is being made, mandatory, guess what? Guess what's gonna happen? The angels are gonna come down. They're gonna be visible but not visible, and they're gonna like we're recording right now, like that man's recording us right now. They're gonna see like he's recording us, and I'm seeing this. I'm letting him know that, yeah, I see you recording me. And the angels are gonna see everybody at the station, and they're gonna put their hand and they're gonna get that chip, and then they're gonna go and buy shit with their hand. They're gonna open doors with their hand. They're gonna have all kinds of groceries in their basket. Gonna go beep, walk out the store. Beep, walk out the store. Get in their car. Beep, turn on the car. Beep, get in their house. Beep. So that's the power. That's one of those powers. And that's really the end game. That's the beginning of the end right there. Once that chip is getting passed out, and I bet you everybody here knows about the mark of the beast. Everybody. Why don't they just stop? Why don't they just stop? They want to. I mean, they think it's funny that, we're out here. They'd like to record us. I'm not gonna get mad at that. But guess what? The reason why I'm not gonna get mad at that is because there's, I don't know, a couple hundred demons out here waiting for motherfuckers like people that laugh at this situation to come up and try shit. Now, they're gonna come up and try shit. But then those demons are gonna jump on those people, and guess what? That's how I take care of business. That's how I fight. You're gonna come up and swing on me. I might take you down. I might do a fireman's carry. I'm not gonna try to punch you. I'm not gonna try to swing at you. You might get choked out, but I'm not gonna try to physically fight you, because those demons are gonna do the fighting for me. You're gonna be like, damn, I can't believe that old man threw me around. And yes, I do teach my children that, my sons that. So now we gotta get and that was my big bang right there. And that, verse 17, Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So now that's a serious thing. You don't want that shit. And that number is going to come up, and we're going to talk about that. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. You know, so that's basically it. You know, we got to the nitty gritty. We're in a new location. We just introduced ourselves to the whole neighborhood. You know, this is needed. This is needed. So, you know, be aware of AI. It's a dangerous situation. It's fucking dangerous. And it's going to deem you Christians, all you believers, dangerous. It's going to say, these people are going to go against you when you put the mark of the beast in. So, you know, you got to have to, you're going to need some wiggle room. You're going to have to lose that battle. That's just about it for this camp. You know, we're at a new location. If you brothers that are watching want to come down to Hanford, we're down here by the Carl's Jr. and Mountain Mike's Smart and Final. So, you know, we're going to face the east and give Yahweh all praises and glory, and everything that we do is for Him. Kahalayim like how Bashim El Shai Bashim. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. For everything that we do for Yahweh, through the Holy Spirit. So next time we say Shalom.